Hey, this is Carlos GGS from Guitar Guide Secrets. We're talking a little bit today about how to play the blues. How do you play the blues? I've seen some overly simplistic explanations of how to play the blues. There's so many different flavors of the blues. There's different ways of choosing your notes. There's Clapton-esque blues. There's every kind of blues you can possibly imagine. Yes, there's even Yngwie Malmsteen blues, believe it or not. If you don't believe me, listen to his Iron Blues on one of his albums. There's all kinds of ways of playing blues, but what I want to show you today is a little bit of understanding of what notes are bluesy and which ones are not in the standard pentatonic scale. And you can even do this a little bit with the diatonic. So let's, again, we're in A minor. And what we're going to do is we're going to find some of those notes that become particularly bluesy when you bend them or you start to slur them a little bit into other notes. And that's what really gives the blues a lot of its quality, is the expressiveness. Now, typically we think of blues as being the flat fifth, meaning if I'm going up the scale, 1, 3, that's a minor third by the way, 4, flat fifth would be here. Now, immediately that sounds kind of a little off, until I play it all together, and then you start to hear that bluesy influence. Right? And then, of course, the fifth. If I go fifth to flat fifth to the higher note, it sounds okay. And bluesy. But if I go fifth, flat fifth to a lower note in the scale, it doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound quite right either. And what it typically demands is that you go 4 to flat fifth instead of 5 to flat fifth. So these three notes that we've been talking about are all clustered together. It's a little chromatic section right here. And of course you can jump up an octave. Now, what other notes are there? Because that's kind of like a cliche of blues, right? The flat fifth. Everybody goes for the flat fifth. Well, another one that you can go for, and this is derived from blending a little bit of the major and minor together, as is done very often, sometimes and frequently in country and other forms as well as blues, is taking, instead of the minor third, the major third, which is what gives a major scale its quality, its particular flavor. And what you can do is combine the minor and major third to give yourself a little bluesy sound. Okay, a little bit of a different flavor there. Here's another one for you. The G string on the 5th fret. What is that? Sorry for the artificial harmonic there. What is that? That's our third. So there's our minor third again. What can we do with our minor third that makes it a little bit interesting? Slur it slightly. So instead of going up the half step to the major third, we can go slightly up and bend it just a little bit, a quarter note. You hear the bluesy little influence there, don't you? And that comes up frequently as well. You'll hear that in a lot of blues recordings. So you can hear what you can do there. Here's one more for you. Got one more to finish it off, and that is the 7th. Before we come up to the root again, which is right there, that A note, I can also bend the 7th into a sharp 7th, or if you like, a flat 8th. I prefer the sharp 7th. We can bend the 7th up a bit into the next to give you that little bluesy feel. And you might might ask, well, geez, Carlos, what's to stop me from just bending every freaking note anywhere I want to go? Well, guess what? You can, and that's the beauty of the blues. Is it's just kind of a wide open road map, if you will, of the guitar. You can bend pretty much anything anywhere, but some of those notes sound just a little bit better, and also depending, of course, on the chords you're playing over. So there you go, a little bit of how to play the blues and how to bend those notes and start getting a little bit down home bluesy funky. Well, maybe not so funky, a little more bluesy. This is Carlos GGS from Guitar Guide Secrets. If you like this and you want to learn more, about how to play the blues, how to play shred, how to play classical, whatever it is, leave a little comment below. Tell me what it is you're looking for, and hey, I may be able to create a video just for you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel as well, and make sure you get these tips regularly to get them to come straight to you in your inbox. That's right, I will hand feed them to you. Just make sure you go to the site, go to GuitarGuideSecrets.com, and by all means, please, you know what to do. Subscribe, get on my newsletter, and get all the best information and a ton of stuff you won't even see here on this channel. I'll be talking again soon. This is Carlos GGS. Play to live, live to play.